Yeah, so the pepper spraying cop, yeah, that was definitely a image that got used in a lot of memes all over the internet, not just on Reddit. What I always thought really made that image iconic or special and ripe for ridicule was just the attitude of the cop. He just looked like he was watering his garden instead of spraying toxic chemicals in people's faces that were protesting. So I think that image will be remembered in 50 years or so, if not more. But Sad Keanu, yeah, obviously that was a huge meme, and I think started on Reddit. Although I don't know, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that was maybe one of the first really big ones I think that got mentioned in blogs and stuff. And it was always interesting. You know, at Reddit there was a time when we would have to sort of ask people to give us credit for things, and it always felt weird, but um, if someone would find an image on Reddit, like the very sad Keanu stuff, like Huffington Post, somebody would say, hey, someone on Reddit, Redditor made that and posted an image or whatever. Can you at least link back to them if you're going to use it? And these one of the awesome things these days that for whatever reason, all the sites out there sort of gladly do that, which is really cool. Because I want Redditors or whoever made it to get the appropriate credit and recognition for whatever a meme or comment or a quote. More than Reddit itself. So I'm glad that happens. But I remember sending some emails about the sad Keanu, some of the sad Keanu variations. Yeah. That image, is obviously from Braveheart, and I thought that was. So we decided to black out Reddit on January 18th, and it turned out other people sort of all chose to do it that day, and we were the first ones to announce, to sort of pick a day, and I think and at the time we didn't know if anyone was going to join us, but I think in hindsight it made sense that we were the ones to pick a day because we just happened to be in a nice spot where we were small enough that actually deciding to black out for a day and like the logistics involved and of not only making the decision but actually like executing it and blacking out the site is manageable. If you're a much bigger site, that decision process gets more complicated, and then just logistically shutting down the site gets a little more complicated. But we were also big enough that whatever some people took notice that it started making the news and the rounds and got people's attention. So I think we just happened to be at the right place and time to sort of set that day and maybe help push some of the blackout over the edge, so to speak. With that particular image, that was done by Chroma Code Max, our front-end designer, who's been with Reddit for a long time as a user and probably a year or so as staff. And I don't know, it just felt Braveheart was sort of the underdog against a larger enemy. And I don't know, we kind of liked that. Since SOPA and people were kind of supported by the MPAA and Hollywood, we sort of liked the idea of using an image from one of their films in protest. I don't know if anyone in Hollywood noticed or that made them extra. I don't know if that got under anyone's skin that we also used a Yoda quote for the title, and so we were just having a little fun with using kind of these ideas or memes from movies in our protest against the movie industry. So something we enjoyed.